live. There we go. What's going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for tuning in this time. Everybody that's here, I greatly appreciate it. Anybody watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Well, great win by the Los Angeles Lakers. Little close for comfort for a good majority of that game. But, Lakers, to be honest, kind of felt like the Lakers didn't take it too serious at times. But, look, Lakers were just the better team. Dallas, the reason I say that is because, Lakers kept letting Dallas go on these runs. They also let the Dallas Mavericks score the most points in a quarter that they've scored all season. Of course, it's against the Lakers. The Lakers love to let teams and players and stuff like that just go off against them. But it was just like every time it was like, we'll just go on our run. It just, it was like almost like very unserious at times. Luka was getting whatever he wanted. Reaves was getting whatever he wanted. I really liked this. This was getting a very solid game. Dallas had a lot of motivation. I talked about it going into this game. Dallas had a ton of motivation. They were a team that, desperate for wins, needs wins. Anthony Davis, first game in LA. Not the first time he's played the Lakers since the trade, but it's the first time he's played against the Lakers in LA since the trade. So, you have extra motivation. You have that extra just bump and excitement for the team because it's like, oh, man, we're getting Anthony Davis back. We're getting, top 10 talent in basketball, all of that. Like, this was a game where you knew Dallas was going to try to ball out, right? Like, you knew guys like PJ Washington and, Marshall and guys like that wanted to show like, hey, look at what you're missing, Luka type thing. And, if you look at Dallas side of things, again, obviously it's Laker channel, so I'm not going to go too much into it, but they had 8 guys in double figures, right? I mean, they had a lot of guys. You had Cooper Flag with 13, Washington with 22, Davis with 12, Christie with 13, Nembhard with 17, Williams with 11, Marshall with 16, and then Klay Thompson with 10. So, they had a lot of guys in double figures. They were killing us on the glass, the offensive glass, gave up 14 offensive rebounds, second chance points, all of that. Just, the turnovers and stuff. We didn't force the turnovers to the level that they do. They averaged 17. They only had 11. If you look at if you didn't watch the game, if you just looked at the Dallas stat line, you're like, how did they lose? Like they got them in second chance points, offensive rebounds. They had 28 assists to 11 turnovers, all that stuff. Just Lakers were the better team, right? Austin Reaves was spectacular this game. He grabbed 8 boards, 3 assists, but 38 points, 6 of 8 from 3, 12 of 15. Again, he needs to kind of continue to find that shooting touch, find that consistency. I'm not saying he has to go 6 of 8 every game, but, find that touch shooting the basketball. Luka Doncic 35. LeBron had 13, 7, and 5, or 13, 5, and 7. Rui started off terrible. Rui started off abysmal. He was 0 of 5 or whatever, and then ended up finishing 5 of 8 the rest of the way, 4 of 8 from 3-point range. He really kind of came alive, got hot. Again, Jackson Hayes had some nice moments. This was just solid game. I thought the Lakers did a really good job of just handling business, right? Every time Dallas went on some type of run or tried to make things interesting or whatever, the Lakers just pulled away. And that's what you want to see for this Lakers team. Their ability to just continue to pull away, be able to win these games, extended it to 6 games. Lakers undefeated, now have home court in the cup, which is good. Last time the Lakers were undefeated in the cup, guess what? They ended up winning an NBA champion, or not NBA championship, the Emirates Cup championship, right? So, love to win it again. Obviously, I talked about it in the video. I don't want to win it at the detriment of the Lakers, winning the NBA Finals. But like I've talked about, at some point, somebody's going to win both the Cup and the Finals, right? Lakers won the first ever Cup. It'd be very fitting if they were the first team to win not only the first win a cup, but also be the first team to win a cup and a NBA Finals in the same season and all that. I think that'd be kind of awesome. But again, like I said, solid game. Luka and Austin Reaves were ridiculous. This was one of those games where you just kind of let them cook and get out the way. All 5 starters in double figures is what you want to see. You had Gabe Vincent knocking down a couple threes. Jackson Hayes, like I said, had some solid moments. Jake LaRavia, I thought, was really good defensively. Just buying in, fitting that mold. We know he can score the basketball, but not really getting a ton of shots, especially when Luka and Austin Reaves playing to the level that they're playing. And it's why I keep talking about, like, I really think the Lakers just go get those scrappy role guys. Luka, Austin Reaves, and LeBron James are going to go get you 100 points a game collectively, right? Like between assists and scoring, you're talking 110, 120 points a game collectively, right? You just need those guys that can do the dirty work, right? Like imagine if you had a guy that could give you what Rui's giving you, but more athletic and better defensively. Imagine if you had somebody that's giving you the stuff that like Gabe Vincent's giving you, but more athletic and better defensively. Right? Like that would just go such a long way for this Lakers team, in my opinion. But again, just keep tucking away. Lakers have a very winnable schedule coming up. We've talked very heavily about that. And I want to see them continue to rattle off these wins. You had a couple tough games coming up. The Toronto Raptors, for whatever reason, are like the best team in basketball this year. Like it's crazy. Like, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they got a squad, at least on paper. They have a really good team. And they're playing well. So Lakers gonna have to deal with that. With the Boston Celtics are always tough. They would love to beat us because of the rivalry and stuff like that. But like I said, I felt like this was a game where the Lakers just kind of didn't really respect Dallas. I felt like a game where the Lakers just kind of knew that they were going to win this game. So they just kind of trotted along. And then not just that, but like as soon as they were up going into the fourth quarter, statistically speaking, that told you that the Lakers were going to win that game because Lakers have like a 95% win rate when they're up through 3 quarters under JJ Redick. So kind of knew that was coming. But anyway, like I said, not too much. Usually I go on a longer rant and stuff, but I didn't think there was too much to take away. Luka was amazing. Reaves was amazing. I really like that LeBron is fitting and settling in. Right. Like, he's just playing within the scheme, right? Like, hey, you need me, I'm here type thing. That's what I like to see. Rui coming alive. Solid game. But anyway, let's get into all of the super chat questions, all the regular chat questions, all of that stuff. Real quick, if you haven't yet, hit that like button for me, hit that subscribe button for me, and let's get into it. Let's go, Tyler. Lakers are rolling. Live streams are back. We've missed them. Yes. What a win, man. This team is so good right now. Reaves is him. Dude was going off tonight. Let's keep this rolling. Yes, 100%. Sorry I missed the last 2 games on doing the live streams. I know I missed that. We're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what is going on. That was weird. It like kicked me out. No, I didn't freeze. It just kicked, like StreamYard kicked me out. I wonder if StreamYard's like down right now or something. Because even when I was trying to get into StreamYard, right, to like come and do this live stream, even when I was trying to get into StreamYard, it was taking forever to load. I had to like close the site and like restart it 3 times and then finally let me in. So I don't know if it's StreamYard that's having technical difficulties or what. But yeah, wasn't me. Anyway, I don't know, maybe it's the internet. I was trying to explain is that I'm having internet issues. Got like AT&T, and the Wi-Fi box just stopped working. And I was on the phone for like 2 hours trying to get it to work, and it wouldn't work. So they set me a new one, and now we're supposed to be getting like some snowstorm or something. So I don't know if that's playing into it, but I haven't had any issues with the Wi-Fi or this new box. And I got it 2 days ago. Got it, Thanksgiving. 2 days ago. Got it the day before Thanksgiving, which, but yeah, it was frustrating. I had to wait, and then they told me that they were going to overnight it, and then they didn't overnight it. And so I had to wait 4 days. So I just like didn't have internet. And you don't realize how bad you need internet till you have 5 kids in a house that doesn't have internet, right? Like none of their tablets are working. None of the TVs are working. Everything runs on Wi-Fi now, but my phone worked. That's what's important. So I was still able to make videos and upload them. I just had to do it through my phone. But anyway, glad we're back. Glad I'm back on this live stream. Again, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's StreamYard. My internet says it's fine. So I don't know. I was having StreamYard issues when I was trying to get in. So anyway, the show must go on. If Austin Reaves doesn't make the All-Star this year, we are right. Dude, seriously, the way he's playing, he has to be an All-Star. I mean, the guy has been ridiculous. I mean, the guy's averaging 28 games. Like, what does he have to do? Right? Like, there's not very many lead guards that are playing better than he is right now. And that's that he's played as like the second, third option. People wanted Reaves traded for DeJounte Murray and even went as low as Bruce Brown and Tari Eason and left man stuff. But again, context is important, right? At the time, DeJounte Murray made a ton of sense, right? Like now he makes no sense because of Luka Doncic. But like at that time, DeJounte Murray was the better player. I know it's easy to look in hindsight where it's like, oh, well, he tore his Achilles and, he hasn't been able to stay healthy and stuff like that. But pre that, the guy was like everything the Lakers needed at that time. And DeJounte Murray with LeBron James and Anthony Davis and stuff, again, that was something big. Tari Eason is exactly what you need. Bruce Brown, again, it was exactly what this team needed. So again, context matters. Like this Austin Reaves, yeah, like again, it's easy to look back. Right? Like, I always find it interesting, and not just this comment in general, but like, period. Like people like, not even myself, like other channels, everybody. Like, somebody will have a take in the moment based on the information in the moment. And then things will play out. And then people will look back and go like, oh, you're an idiot because you wanted to do this, that, and the other. And it's like, yes, because at that time it made sense, right? Like, again, I don't have a crystal ball. And I know you're not like talking to me. Like, I know you're talking generally, but I'm saying like in general, like, I've had people be like, oh, you wanted Zach LaVine? Like, yeah, because at the time he made all the sense in the world. As soon as we traded for Luka, I said, I don't want Zach LaVine, right? But again, like a lot of people hold takes or things in a moment that people are using in a moment. Again, not even talking about just myself. Most content creators, most, insiders and reporters, period. It's like, hey, this makes sense now because of this, right? But 6 months from now, it might not make sense anymore, right? Like, like we didn't know that Lakers would land Luka Doncic, right? We didn't know that Lakers Austin Reaves would turn around and do this, right? Like, and some people be like, I always knew that. You didn't, because he didn't do this the last 2 years, right? Like, so again, like all of these things are context is important, right? It's easy to go like, man, people were really foolish because they wanted to trade Austin Reaves 2 years ago. It's like, yeah, look at him 2 years ago, right? Like, again, look at it. Look at how he was playing then compared to now. Look at the inconsistencies, the lack of defense, right? Like the struggles, like all those things, the playoff struggles, all of that. Got a super chat. Sean, coming out $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you were Lakers GM, what trades would you try to make? Whatever the high. So I've really kind of been. I really think the Lakers need a high-end wing and then a secondary wing. So just for examples, Andrew Wiggins, Keon Ellis, right? kind of that second tier guy that could be in a rotation, but starting a pinch for you. And then that top clear cut, like, hey, this is your starting three. I really think the Lakers need that. But the more that I want, like, since LeBron, basically these last really 2 games, the more that I'm watching how things are kind of unfolding with Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves, and obviously things can change. It's only really been 2 games since these 3 have really kind of gotten in the swing of things. To me, I'm leaning more towards going and getting multiple kind of second tier wings, right? The problem is, and maybe one develops, the problem is finding that second tier wing that is like 6'7", right? Because most of like the second tier wings are like 6'5", right? Like Matisse Thybulle, 6'5" with like a 7-foot wingspan. Keon Ellis is what, 6'4" with like a 6'9", 6'10" wingspan, something like that. Haywood Highsmith, like these guys are like, 6'5" range, and you really want somebody like 6'7", 6'8" range, which maybe that guy becomes available or whatever. But I'm really starting to lean more and more towards kind of secondary wings, just because I think 1, they're cheaper. 2, it's more realistic. 3, you could get more of them. Like you could get Keon Ellis, Haywood Highsmith, and Matisse Thybulle for less than Andrew Wiggins. Like think about that for a second. You could get 3 guys that all are 3-and-D athletic, versatile guard wings that can defend 1 through 3 for you. You get all 3 of those guys for the price of Andrew Wiggins, right? Like, so to me, I'm leaning more towards like going and getting like a Keon Ellis and a Haywood Highsmith or something like that, right? Like, so you kind of have like 2 kind of lower tier guys. And then the biggest reason is just if Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reaves are going to play to the level that we're seeing them play, and they are going to essentially be responsible for 120 points a game between the 3 of them through their playmaking and scoring, going and paying a premium for a guy like an Andrew Wiggins, yes, I still would do, but one of the benefits to him is his ability to self-create and his ability to kind of just take the ball and go. He's having a really good season. Yes, he can play on ball or play off ball too, but like how often is he going? Like you see, Rui is basically just relegated to a catch and shoot 3-point shooter. That's essentially all he is, right? Knock down the open 3 or attack the closeout and then pull up in the mid range. Like Andrew Wiggins can do that, but do you really need to pay $30 million for somebody like that to do that? Or are you better off going and getting like a Matisse Thybulle? I want a little more of a sample size, make sure that this is something consistent, but I'm really leaning towards that. But just like right now, I would try to get, like if I was in Rob Pelinka's shoes, right? If I could switch bodies, Freaky Friday for a day, I'd be looking for athleticism out on the perimeter. Those are the biggest things, right? If I can get a high-end guy, then sure, right? Like if you can get like a Herb Jones, you go get a Herb Jones, right? If you can get a Miles Bridges, you go get a Miles Bridges. But I've been making calls for like kind of the higher end guys, right? And trying to see if you can land one of those. But if not, go get a second tier guy. Really just athleticism and 2-way play out on the perimeter. Cypher coming out the final super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Lakers need to blow out these bad teams so our bench can get some games under their belt and be better prepared for the contending teams. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said it earlier in this video, like it kind of felt like the Lakers were just kind of toying with them at times, right? Like it felt like the Lakers didn't take it too serious at times, right? It's like, it kind of felt like a game where the Lakers could have just ran away with it whenever they wanted. And they just kind of let them float around. I do get it. It is frustrating. I mean, it's kind of hard to be like, hey, you won. And you won in pretty controlling fashion. But like, yeah, I mean, obviously, it'd be nice to have games over by like the third quarter. So like guys like Adu Thero could play, 12 minutes, right? Like, and just hey, let the young guy go out there and play the whole quarter and stuff like that. It's not as easy. We see a lot of blowouts in the NBA, but it's because there's a lot of games that are played, right? Like every day you have 15 games that are being played. So, you're going to have that. But like teams blowing teams, like it's hard to beat a team by 30, right? Like, and even usually when you're up 30, you usually still only win by like 15. Don't get me wrong. I do want to see, I would like some of these games to be a little more comfortable, right? Like where you just kind of go in and smack them and it's over by like, the third quarter, and then you just kind of can rest everybody the rest of the way, and then let kind of, like you were saying, the bench guys and the role guys kind of just take their time getting back. I would too, but it's tough, right? And like I said, it's hard because they're winning, right? So it's like they're a 6-game win streak. Like what? Like, oh no, you're not winning by an average of 20. I mean, it is. It's kind of that tough spot. But I mean, look, they won the game, handled business. I like it. I just, some of the minutes is like my biggest concern, right? This early into the season, right? You want to see guys ideally kind of playing around like 32 minutes, somewhere in that range, right? And you got like LeBron playing 34, but you got like, Austin Reaves 41, Luka Doncic 40. Like, you kind of want to cut that down if you can, at least a little bit, but appreciate you, Cypher. Cosman, coming out to us, which I really appreciate that. Tired of them keeping teams in games. W though, yeah, like I was just talking about. Again, appreciate you. Like, again, it's hard to complain when Lakers on a 6-game win streak and beating teams, and they won this game by double figures and stuff. It's like, but Lakers, I talk about all the time. They love to play to their competition, right? They love to play like they're playing a team that's bad. They love to just kind of let them hang around. They love to play with their food. And, it's, as long as you're winning, it's okay. Like, it's not ideal, but, again, it's kind of hard to be like, hey, you should be winning by 40. Like, they're winning. That's, at the end of the day, that's ultimately what matters. But, that's how you end up having games kind of bite you in the behind, right? Think of like last year with like the Chicago game is a great example where Giddey hits the, 75-foot shot. It's like, like that's a game that you let get away from you. That's a game that you let a team hang around, and you let them hang around, and you let them hang around. Eventually, a team's going to end up biting you. So hopefully the Lakers kind of get it together. Look, you also got to keep in mind, this is the worst version of the Lakers that we're going to get. They're only going to get better. They're only going to get more efficient. They're only going to get more comfortable. LeBron and guys like that are only going to settle in better. Right? Like, I want to see, right, before I'm like, oh, well, they're trash. I know, like, we see, like, OKC beat everybody by, like, 40, and it's like, why aren't the Lakers doing that? But, again, most games are pretty close, or within range, at least. But appreciate you. Thank you. Where was I in the regular chat? Here we go. Do you think we realistically trade Rui this season? His size and rebounding is good, but I don't see him playing more than 10 minutes versus OKC. I think it just depends. I think if the Lakers can get what they want and need without trading Rui, then they'll keep Rui. And you should, right? Like, if you can go get an Andrew Wiggins without trading Rui, then do so. But I think if push comes to shove, right? Like, if you have to give up Rui to go get Wiggins, then I think you give it up, right? You give them up to make it happen. I think it just depends on what teams are going to demand. Right? Like, are teams going to push super hard for Rui? Are teams going to be, like, do they, if you're talking about a team that's looking to salary dump, right? Like, what, like, do you have to have Rui if we can match the salary, right? Like, say it's 30 million. Right? It's like, well, we can get there. Do we have to give you Rui, or I guess 25 million? It's like, we can get there, but do we have to give? So I think it just depends. It depends on what the deals are that ultimately end up on the table. I think if you have to, though, you do, right? Like, if you could get Andrew Wiggins right now for Rui, Dalton Connect in a second, sorry, Rui, good luck to you, right? Like, you just, because you need that athleticism out on the perimeter more. Chad, are you willing to give up the 2026 first round pick for Max Christie? Just curious. Absolutely. In a heartbeat. I would trade that. I would give up quite a bit to get Max Christie back. I mean, he's exactly what this team needs. Young, athletic, versatile, slotting at the 2, slotting at the 3, and I think he's only going to get better. Like he's a stud. Will OKC ever lose again? As I know it sure feels that way. I mean, yeah, they'll drop games here and there. I mean, their only loss was to who? Portland, right? Like, and people also forget they have like I believe it's the easiest schedule for a team coming off of a championship in NBA history that they've had, or it's like top 2. I remember seeing that statistic, and I like looked into it briefly, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. So, I mean, you got to look at most of OKC's opponents, right? Let's do this. I don't want to buy tickets. I just want their schedule. I typed in schedule and it gave me a bunch of ticket masters. But essentially, they have just like a cushy they've had a cushy schedule to start is what I'm getting at. All right, let's see. Here we go. Past. So here, let's pull this up. Let's go share screen. So if you look at their past games here, right? They had Phoenix, who they just beat, Minnesota. But before that, it was Portland, Utah, Sacramento, the Pelicans, the Hornets, Lakers, right? Warriors, Memphis, Sacramento, Portland, Clippers, Pelicans, Wizards, Kings, Mavs. I mean, outside of Houston, because that was the first game of the season. Outside of Houston, Hawks have had a good season. So you have 2 Lakers, 3 Warriors. I mean, Warriors are what, 500 right now? So, I mean, look, up until Minnesota and Phoenix, right? If you remove those last 2 games, their one loss was against Portland. And they've had a very easy schedule. So, it's been one of those things, right? So, just something to kind of keep in mind. But let's see. Luke and Reaves have both been pretty decent defensively this year. Yeah. And that's all you want. Just hold your own. Don't get cooked every possession. Just hold your own. That's all we're asking for. LeBron struggles against bigger defenders sometimes. I think he's going to feast on smaller ones like OKC throughout the hype. Void Rockets, Mavs were good. And AR has to show up in the AR definitely has to show up in the playoffs. I mean, look, LeBron, you got to keep in mind too, LeBron is just getting back into the swing of things, right? This was his 4th game. I mean, even like Dwayne Wade was like, dude, this is his preseason, literally. So, but that goes into like what I was talking about with the OKC game. That game is very different if we have LeBron James because he's just so much bigger than everybody, right? Like, it's harder when you have guys that can actually match up. People really thought Braun wasn't going to get 10 points. LOL. Luka was great too, and some with Ayton. If we just add a few more pieces, I really think we have a shot at a title. Rob, you know what to do. I mean, look, I think the Lakers have a shot at a title right now, even like without doing nothing. But to really solidify that, I think you got to make some trades, make some moves. Yeah, and LeBron's always going to make sure he gets 10 points. Still don't quite feel right about AD not being a Laker no more. It traded back for. I feel it. I feel it. I do. I do love AD. We got to get AD back one day. Maybe one day. Maybe we'll just sign that minimum one day. Retire a Laker. So I'm guessing we trading Vando. JD doesn't trust Vando anymore, but I like Vando shaking my head. I think you don't have a choice. I think you have to trade Vando. Problem is you're not going to get a lot of value from him because he's not playing. He's not in your rotation. So it's kind of hard to go like, okay, we'll have him in a rotation now. So it's a tough spot to be in if you're if you're Dallas or if you're the Lakers, because Vando, um, I don't know if I don't know if it's necessarily that he doesn't trust him. It's just offensively, he's not great, right? Like by any stretch, and he's not great enough to really kind of give you any justification outside of the defense. But he also hasn't been as locked down. Like he was better in the preseason than he has been so far in the regular season. They caught AD to drop 40 on us tonight as this. I mean, as long as the Lakers win, I would have been all right with it. I would have loved. I even talked about a breakdown video. I would like Lakers win by 20 and AD drops 40, 20, and 15. Like I'd be like, that's what's up. Like good on you, AD. Sorry we had to take belt to behind. LeBron James is finally looking very old, or is it just getting his legs back in him? I don't think it's. I mean, part of it probably his legs getting back under him. I think he's doing exactly what we wanted him to do. Fit in, right? Like that's the thing. Like it's not like your comment specifically. Like I've gotten a lot of comments from people that are like, "Oh, I think LeBron's washed," and it's like the guy goes against a bucket whenever he wants. Right? Like I don't think he's washed at all. Again, he's doing exactly what we all hoped he would. Lakers have been good. They've been winning. Austin Reaves is playing like an MVP. Luka's playing like an MVP. Don't take away from that, right? You need me, I'm here. Right? That's what it should be, right? Look, I've talked about how many times the last few years have we had to have LeBron be Superman just for us to have a chance to win? Not even necessarily win the game, just have a chance to win the game. And then on top of that, you add in LeBron being hurt come playoff time the last few seasons, right? Like we don't need him to that level right now. Like again, there's going to be games, there's going to be moments, there's going to be stretches, but you need LeBron for, hey, it's game 7 against OKC, right? Do not let us lose. Don't worry about it. I got us, right? Like those are the moments. Seeing LeBron showing love to D'Lo, AD, Max, Kyrie was wholesome. I miss those guys, but yeah, look, even D'Lo, D'Lo as like your primary starter and like third, fourth option, obviously didn't pan out, but like if he was like on the team making a vet minimum, like I wouldn't hate him. We'll be facing the Spurs in the Cup tournament now. Do you think Wemby will play or no? I don't follow the Spurs to know how bad his injuries are or was, or if he's out for a while still. Let's get it the win though. So chances are he's probably not going to. He's expected to miss a couple weeks, and I don't think the Spurs are going to rush him back to get the cup, right? Like, I mean, sure, if they could win it, I'm sure they're going to try to win it, but I don't see them necessarily going like, hey, let's risk Wemby tearing his Achilles because he has a calf strain, right? Like, I don't see them being like, hey, let's risk Wemby tearing his Achilles just so we can go try to beat the Lakers in the cup. I think the Lakers end up beating the Spurs in that game, personally. You can't bench Reaves because you can't always guarantee Luke will go off in the first, and he's going to be an all-star. You simply can't bench an all-star. That is insanity. I mean, we've had all-stars come off the bench, right? There's been several all-stars that have came off the bench, but it's like I always say, they're not going to bench Austin Reaves. They're not. But it's always easy to inject. It's always easier to inject offense than it is defense, right? When your offense doesn't show up, if you don't have the defense, we've seen even against bad teams, games get out of hand and they get out of hand quickly because you don't have the defense to keep you within range, right? So like having like Luka, Marcus Smart, Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron, and Ayton, those games that Luka's killing, you're good. Just let him kill, right? The games that he's not getting off to the great start, that's when you can go, okay, let's take out Marcus Smart and put in Reaves and see if Reaves can get cooking. But the idea is that your defense keep you close enough. It's kind of hard when you're playing catch up the whole time. Luka Doncic isn't cooking. Offense isn't going right. Lakers are down, 15, and now you're taking out Austin Reaves to put in the defense, or taking out Luka to put in the defense. It's like it's tough because now you can inject more offense, but you still need to be able to generate stops. What do you think about a post LeBron starting lineup of Luka, AR, Kuminga, Thero, and Ayton? I think you'd have a lot of athleticism. I am actually very high on Jonathan Kuminga. I think that he has like potential, like star potential. I just think he's in the worst position possible. I think Golden State. Again, I've actually talked about this in the past, and not about Kuminga, but just draft situation stuff like that. And talking about other guys, like people will be like, oh, like like I did a whole thing on a live stream about it with like Jalen and Trevino compared to like Jaime Jaquez and guys like that. And it's like you're seeing them play on a team in a very different situation. Who knows? Like, especially during that time with Darvin Ham, it's like they might not even see the court, right? So we're watching them kill on a team that's a play-in team, right? Like that probably isn't going anywhere, right? Like, or Scottie Pippen Jr., guys like that, right? Like, and the reason I mention that is because where you're drafted to is a huge part of your success. You get to a team that like just doesn't know how to run you, doesn't. I mean, we've seen a lot of guys go from one team to another and just take off. I mean, look at Max Christie. Right? Great example. Max Christie, like he was good when JJ finally gave him a run, but he wasn't Dallas Mavericks good, but he got the opportunity. Scott Pippen Jr., Jay Huff, right? Like those are guys that people usually point to and go like, hey, like what happened? Why didn't it work out with the Lakers? And it's because again, it's your situation. Kuminga, I think, is a great example. Like he just went to the worst situation possible, right? And it's been a disaster. And like, I think he needs to go to the right team, right organization. And look, the Lakers make a lot of sense. He's a high flyer. I think Luke would make things easier for him. AR, he's got to buy in better defensively, but if he does, that'd be tough. Tyler, serious question. What are you willing to trade to get AD back? Honestly, so I actually made a video about this earlier just because I was like, why not? People ask me all the time about this. Honestly, I don't think the Lakers should trade for Anthony Davis. If you could get Anthony Davis for like salary filler in your first, essentially, like where it's essentially like you'd be foolish to pass this up. Sure. But like, to realistically put together like a high-end package to go get him, I just don't think it's worth it. Right? Like Austin Reaves, a first, and whatever else to go get 80. I just don't think makes it. Like I don't think the Lakers need Anthony Davis. Right? As crazy, like some people might be like, oh, that's crazy. Like it's not. Because again, DeAndre Ayton has been fantastic at the center position. LeBron James at this stage of his career cannot play the three. He can't. You're asking a year 23, age 41-year-old to play on the strong side of the action and have to fight over screens, navigate screens, go up against quicker, twitchier, more athletic wings. You're either going to wear him down or you're going to get him hurt, right? Could he do it in a pinch? Sure. Game 7 of the finals, like, hey, Bron, we need you to start at 3. Sure, right? But like to ask him to do that every single night. Also, Anthony Davis, again, is best at the 5, right? Like even Dallas played him at the 5, right? Because everybody sees it. Anthony Davis just doesn't want to play the 5, but he's a 5. He is. His best mismatches are at the 5, right? He doesn't spread the floor well like he did in like the bubble season and stuff like that. So to me, I think if you're really gonna like I just think if you're gonna like trade AR and do all this other stuff, you're better off like go get a Trey Murphy and a Herb Jones. Right now, you just start Trey Murphy, have Herb come off the bench. Probably one of the best teams in all of basketball. You're probably even better than you would be with Anthony Davis. And then in a post LeBron era, you just slide Trey Murphy to the 4 and Herb Jones to 3, and now you're cooking it in business. Like I just don't think Anthony Davis makes sense unless you can get him, like I said, for expiring contracts and a vet and like say your first. But that doesn't really make a lot of sense to them. Yes, Lakers win 6 in a row, 14-4 record, second in the West. Now get to beat OKC for play for the Cup championship. That's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, I think that they're going to beat the Spurs, and then we'll probably most likely play OKC. Stakes coming out $2, which I thank you so much. The Lakers are capped defensively, need a win. Yes, I mean, look, they need athleticism and defense out on the perimeter. I mean, it's that simple. They need athleticism and defense out on the perimeter. I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I'm really starting to lean towards kind of like more second tier wings, just because how Luca, LeBron, and you know AR are playing right now, right? Like if they're going to continue to play at such a high level and essentially be responsible for all of your offense, I think you're almost better off just getting the guys that can play their role and just do the dirty work, hustle plays, diving for loose balls, buying in defensively. I really do. I kind of lean more towards, or I'm starting to lean more towards like going and getting like a Matisse Thybulle and like a Keon Ellis, right? Like guys like that that just give you the athleticism, give you that defense 1 through 3, give you the defense out on the perimeter, can just play alongside. You can slot them at the 2, you can slot them at the 3. Kind of leaning more and more towards that personally, but right there with you, Stakes, and I appreciate you. Thank you. And then off the bench, you have Bronny, Nick Smith Jr., Laravia, and Hayes. Yeah, look, I think Bronny, as soon as next season, can be a rotation guy. Nick Smith Jr., I've talked about. I think he could be our Lou Williams type. Laravia, Hayes, yeah. If Lakers can't trade Reaves for a legit star, multiple high-end wings, they keep him and let LeBron walk so Lakers can build around him. But yeah, I mean, yeah, again, like the way Reaves is playing right now, you'd be foolish to trade him. And again, I'm not somebody that's against trading Austin Reaves. You just won't be able to get the value. Like that's the problem. Is like Austin Reaves is so cheap right now. Like tomorrow, Minnesota could be like, hey, we'll give you 5 firsts and Jaden McDaniels, right? Like you couldn't do it. They could call right now and be like, hey, we'll swap you, Anthony Edwards for Austin Reaves. You couldn't do it right now, right? Like he's so cheap. Like you can't even I think even like a Trey Murphy. Like they could be like, hey, we'll give you Trey Murphy and 5 firsts, and you still couldn't do it. Right. So like it's tough to find the value because the Lakers aren't a team that's like, hey, hey, let's get a bunch of let's get this young two-way guy and then a bunch of draft picks, right? Like because they want to win a championship and they need to win now, right? So it's if they were a team that's like, hey, we're like 2-3 years away, then sure, it might make some sense. But still sad that it was way too close. Yeah, and Lakers kind of let them hang around. Lakers are going to keep Reaves because Luka likes him. I mean, like him now because you're winning. You don't. He doesn't show up in the playoffs again. You lose in the first round. You start losing. Everyone loves each other when they're winning, right? Everyone's best friends when you're winning. Everyone's high fiving. Like when do you hear locker room issues when a team is winning, right? Like it's usually when the team is falling apart. Let's see. Suns, Spurs, and OKC within the next 10 days. Good test games. Yes. It's gonna be a stretch. Right? Gotta handle business. Gotta do what you're gonna do. Let's see. Now they actually made some moves to show they are for real. Smart 8 and Laravia are great additions. Yes, agreed. Those guys have been killing it. Haven't been in here in a while. What's going on, Alfonso? Appreciate you. This summer is going to be huge with Reaves only counting for $20 million against the cap and 3 first-round picks to trade. Could be a legit contender next year to the Thunder. 1,000%. Like, again, I think the Lakers going to win a championship this year. Even if they don't, Lakers are going to be in really good shape because you can structure it to where Austin Reaves is the last thing you do, right? So if you do it to where Austin Reaves is the last thing you do, you can do all kinds of stuff. Is Vando hurt? He can't see the court. I don't, as far as I know, no. I just think he's kind of falling out of the rotation. Tyler, would you like Balil Colby? Yes. Size, length, athleticism, defense, right? Offense definitely needs to to be a work, but he's what is he, like 22 something? He's young. Might even be younger than that. Let's go, Tyler. We dub him, folks, left and right. Love it. 6 wins in a row, baby. Yeah, I need to see the Lakers keep doing this, right? It's beautiful. I love it. Keep going. You know what's better than 14-4? 15-4. You know what's better than 15-4? 16-4, right? Like, don't take your foot off the gas. Obviously, look, Lakers are going to win or going to lose a game eventually, but I'd love to see like a 10-game win streak. Like, when was the last time Lakers had one of those? Diagor, coming out the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Props to AR's toughness today. I responded with points, not anger. Also, do a YouTube short for halftime with your analysis and predictions for the win. Yes. First off, I appreciate you. Thank you. That's actually not a bad idea. The problem is, like, YouTube shorts is like all over the place. So, like, YouTube says that that the shorts. So I actually used to do YouTube shorts pretty regularly, and then YouTube said that, like, oh, hey, like, it's not going to affect, like, it's going to be its own thing. And then everyone was getting killed because of YouTube shorts because it would mess up your watch time, right? So, like, you know, like my watch time is like I think it's like 45%. So basically I make like 11-minute videos. People are watching like roughly 5-6 minutes, right? But like if I do a short for like 11 seconds or let's say a minute, right? Like you can watch that. You can watch it all the way through. But then YouTube would like take it and look at it and go like, oh, well, his watch time, like people aren't watching for 6 minutes, only watching for a minute. So like it messed everybody up. So then like YouTube like redid, like it's just they keep having to like recycle it, and then they say that they don't like oh no, we're good now, it doesn't affect it. But then like you'll see all these channels be like, dude, I'm posting shorts and it's like hurting my channel. Like, so I'm always like, I'm kind of iffy on shorts. That's why a lot of like creators start like a separate channel that's just shorts, right? It's just like, here's, I mean, even Mr. like guys like Mr. Beast, like created like just the shorts channel. It's like, hey, here's the shorts, because it messes up with your overall channel analytics. So that's why I stopped posting shorts, because I used to do that. I used to like do like little quick like hits of things. So now I usually like just do it in community posts, or like trying to like post more on Twitter, or I guess X, but not a bad idea at all. Like it's just I'm very like weary, because like this channel in particular has like incredible analytics. Right? Like people are like, why do you post so much? Why do you do so much? Because it has incredible analytics. Like my analytics are crazy. Like they're really good. Like the people that like this channel, right? So like I'm always weary about like messing with stuff, right? It's like, don't fix what ain't broke type thing, you know. Like all of a sudden, like I start making shorts and then my channel starts declining again. And it's like, oh, like, you know, so it's my fear. But yes, as far as the second end of that, props to AR. Look, this year period, part of it is supposedly put on muscle and stuff, but AR period has done a really good job of like absorbing contact much better. Like usually in past years, he'll get hit and he kind of just like flails, right? Like you're seeing him now actually take the contact, absorb the contact, stay on balance, and be able to kind of finish through that. It's been great to see, because it's really like changed his game. It's made things a lot easier for him. But appreciate you again. AR was balling in the regular season. His only problem right now is the playoffs. He always struggles in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. It's obviously a big concern, right? I talked about it even in the offseason. I said verbatim, like Austin Reaves could average 50 points, 50 rebounds, 50 assists, put up Wilt Chamberlain numbers, and we could all be like, oh my God, it's the greatest player ever. But we're all going to have in our back of our mind, what about the playoffs? All right. Like, again, I want to give him benefit of the doubt. Have an incredible season. I'm not going to judge him on this upcoming playoffs until we actually get to these upcoming playoffs, but it's definitely something that's, you know, in our mentals. A good win. Still feel really bad for AD. He looked borderline sad today. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's part of him that's just like, oh man, like I could be a Laker still. Lakers got lucky with the help of the You need to worry about your Warriors falling apart, man. Like you need to, like your Warriors are about to miss the play and should focus on the playoffs. how they're playing, I feel like this is a championship team, but they could make a trade to put them over the top. Yeah, look, like I've said, like I believe as is currently constructed, no moves, this team can win an NBA championship without a doubt. Like no question about it. But you can always be better. Lakers have clear needs that need to be addressed. And I think if you can solve those needs, you do so, right? But again, that doesn't mean you force a trade. Again, no trade is better than a bad trade, right? Like stay patient, let things develop, and we're gonna be fine. You're gonna have to watch highlights instead of a finals run. I'm assuming that's water's wet, and if that is, it's great. Hey Tyler, you were great at podcasting. How about you make? How about your BG look professional? A little art direction. I will make you look even better. Decorate it with Lakers gear, water to make it more pro. Craig, first off, I appreciate you. Secondly, I'm slowly. So this wall right here, as you can see, I got like my whiteboards in the back. Now finally, I'm starting to set up my little office. Got my little new mount over there, microphone, all that stuff. I'm waiting on a couple artwork. Oh, here, look, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. I'm gonna do this little unboxing. So I'm already getting my little art and things coming this way. Here, give me a second. So I am slowly starting to. It's been the holidays, so everything's taken forever to get here. But I was gonna do this in a Laker unboxing video, but I have show you. Where's the main piece to this? So it's like a big 4-piece panel. See, got like Kobe. It's like, one of those big posters. So like this is gonna go up, and then I'm gonna have like a bunch of stuff. So I'm working on it little by little. Got my Kobe, and then I have a couple more things coming. So slowly but surely, because I get asked every day to do this. I know between the move, because I used to have a background, so everyone's like, what happened to the background? And then I moved to Wisconsin, and then after moving to Wisconsin, I was somewhere while I was trying to get a house. Finally got my place. So I have the old posters still here. Right, got all the old posters and stuff still here. Got my little tiki guy here. My little Lakers tiki guy. Everything's coming along. That Aubrey Hepburn poster, the one that people really liked with the cup. That one, unfortunately, got ruined in the move, and I can't find it for sale. I wanted to buy a new one, and I can't find it for sale anywhere. But yeah, slowly starting to put it all together. I'm waiting for everything to come so I can kind of figure out how I want to organize it and position it and all that stuff. And then I want to make kind of different sets because I have various channels and stuff too. So I want to I'm trying to figure it out because I want to have a Laker set. I want to have the regular sports set. So that way if I'm talking about other teams, stuff like that, it's not just people are oh, listen to it more. I was thinking about a generalized set, but I want Laker stuff. I am a Laker fan, right? It's just so again, kind of working on it. It's a process. Everything's a process, but it's coming together little by little. Starting to get everything in order. Got my office starting to put together. Got my big wall here that we're gonna have all the backgrounds, and then like I said, it won't be this angle. It'll actually be from the desk. The camera and everything will hang from the desk, and then point this way at this wall, so you get the depth and everything. We're doing big things here at the As It Stands. Look, it's just me. Okay, I don't have a team. I don't have anything. I'm not rich. Everything takes time. I need you guys to blow me up. I need 1 million subs so I can be rich, and then even 1 million subs doesn't necessarily make you rich, but yes, share, subscribe if you have not. I appreciate you. Would you like to trade for Aaron Gordon? In a heartbeat. Aaron Gordon would be ridiculous with this team. And Luka, he'd almost look like he does with Jokic. Let's see. Luka, Giannis, Joker, Debbie, and more international players. US will have 2 all-star teams. I think international team is going to blow out the other teams. Oh, Debbie is supposed to be Wimby. Okay, I mean, so like Debbie, huh? Like, yeah. I mean, look, it's obviously a question, right? Like, of how is this? That's why I want kind of a US versus the world. Like I've talked about it with like the all-star game and stuff like that. Put an American flag on all the Team USA jerseys and put the foreign flags of all the, like wherever everyone, like Slovenia flag, like all that stuff, Serbia flag, all that stuff. Put those flags on all of them and watch how competitive things get. Because now you're representing your country, right? Like now it's not just about like, oh, it's just a gimmick of an all-star. Like you want to get these guys to play. Put them in a position where it's like, hey, you're not just representing the league, not just representing the all-star game. All right. Lakers are the sketchiest 15-4 team I have ever seen, though. Still happy. I mean, they were ravaged by injuries to start the season, right? And now everyone's back healthy, and they're just, they're winning. Like, it's like, man, Luka and Reaves both over 40 minutes. JJ's gonna get there. That's my concern. Cutting back on their minutes. Man, I hope the next NBA draft Toad falls for us, so the Lakers can draft him. He's the perfect wing for this team. Oh, okay, dude. Hey, sorry, I was like, talk about the player. Got it. Yeah, yes, I agree. I was like, what do you mean? Like, but I got you. I figured it out. Appreciate you. Lakers undefeated when building a double-digit league. No blown double-digit losses this year. Lakers undefeated when leading at halftime as well. Take the good. Lakers also have almost a 95% win rate when leading through 4 quarters, or through 3 quarters. Sorry, not 4 quarters. They have a 100% win rate when leading through 4 quarters. Yeah, seriously, we all used to pray for times of that. It was beautiful. Yeah, 14-4. Why is Vando getting the MPs? What happened to 2023 Vando? Man, injuries. He seems to be a step behind. Tyler doesn't like us anymore. Why in the world would you say that? Why in the world would you say that? Of course I like you guys. You guys are awesome. We're the OGs of this channel. Yeah, that's true. Where's Andrew? I haven't seen Andrew in a long time. When you need him. I'd like to hear what he'd have to say about Reaves right now. Yeah, I've seen Andrew in a long time. You're not wrong about that. What's going on, Andrew? Appreciate you being here. Right here from the beginning. Yes, facts. Coswin was like one of the first. Bro, I saw someone from Twitter really down bad for Torian Prince. He's mad that the Lakers let him go. Every once in a while, I'll see a comment from somebody that's just like, like, oh, what about like what? Lakers is by far the second best team in the West. I think that they are too. I think they're really good. I want to see a healthy Lakers roster versus OKC, how they match up. Yeah, LeBron alone would change that game a lot. I don't know if they would have won that last game, but that last game wouldn't have looked the way it did. Tyler, I'm very worried about LeBron right now. He looks horrendous. I defend LeBron to a fault, but this version of him is disappointing. I don't trust any 3-point shot he puts up. Free throws too. Free throws, yes. Free throws are concerning, but he's always kind of been hot and cold shooting, period. Threes and free throws. But a couple things. Context is important, right? That's why I'm not on LeBron yet. Because look, I'm somebody like I've criticized LeBron in the past, right? If it makes sense, right? But just came back from injuries. 2, he's settling in, right? Like that's the thing. He's doing exactly what we want, right? He's coming in, stepping in, letting Luka be Luka, letting Reaves be Reaves, right? Like he easily could have just been like, hey, I want to go and average 25, 8 and 8 this year. And I even talked about it might be good that because he can only miss 3 more games if he wants all the accolades and everything. Realistically, he's probably not going to only miss 3 more games. So he doesn't have the pressure of like, hey, I have to go average 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. Like he's gonna probably average 18 to 20 this season, but like I'm not really worried about it, right? Like he's settling in, he's doing exactly what we asked him to do. Like I can't be like, oh well, I really wanted him to play like this, and then he plays like that, and then be like, oh, bronze washed. Like no, he's doing exactly what we needed him to do. I do think that look, I talked about going into this when LeBron returned, literally broke it down in 3 different videos, but I did a video dedicated to it. Right, one, it's probably going to be a little bit of a learning curve. Words are hard. 2, he's just getting back from injury. So again, we saw last year when he missed a month, he came back. It took him like 7 games to really start to look like LeBron again. Right. So not only is he, you got to keep in mind that was him playing whatever it was, 40 games at that time, getting hurt, and then missing whatever it was, 10 games or whatever, then coming back. Right. So he had the reps and everything like that going in. He didn't get any of that. Like Dwayne Wade said, this is basically his preseason. This is basically him working his way back. I don't think the Lakers trade Reaves either. Unless like Giannis becomes available tomorrow. I think they would for him, but struggles in the playoffs because they made him a catch shoot player. That's not him. That didn't help for sure. His 3-point attempts went up, but he also was not very good on either side of the basketball. They literally targeted him possession after possession after possession. Tyler, did you notice D'Lo and AD absolutely do not mess with LeBron anymore? I'm not even trying to start drama. He didn't make eye contact with LeBron after the game. Then they all like embraced each other, right? Like they all like him and Kyrie were making fun of each other, and then, and then they all like dapped each other up, told each other how much they love each other. Lakers need 3 and D Wing and an explosive player similar to Malik Monk, Lou Williams from the old days. It'd be nice to kind of get somebody that can come off the bench and give you some of that production. Love how the Lakers held on to the lead at the end of this game. They usually fade away when score is close while leading. This Lakers team period this year has done a really good job of like, once they gain control, they never really like relinquish it. Like they still kind of let teams kind of get close, but like they've done a really good job of like, okay, like let's make sure. Let's just kind of coast through it, which I still always have my concerns because you let a team have life, you're going to end up having a game or two that's going to bite you. And I do have that concern, but look, Lakers keep winning. So it's kind of hard to be like, whoa, so I got to kind of take it as it is. I believe the Lakers would benefit the most with an AR-15 sign and trade in the offseason. Yeah, if they were going to trade him, that's what you do. You sign and trade to go get that higher end guy or multiple high end guys. The team wins. LeBron is fitting in, and the incels are complaining about him. Yeah, exactly. What was that? Let's see. I didn't watch the game. Was LeBron the third option now? Basically. Let me see. Sorry, trying to find something to me real quick. I'm only going to answer a couple more questions. I'm going to get on out of here. It is getting late. What's up, Tyler? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. What's a realistic trade for the Lakers? I really think guys like Keon Ellis, Haywood Highsmith, right? Like kind of some of these lower tier wings, Matisse Thybulle. I'm sure there's going to be a couple guys that just kind of come out of left field. I'm sure there's going to be a couple guys that like we just don't expect that are going to end up coming in and making their rounds, right? Like it just, like I said, it just depends on what teams kind of continue to fade, and what teams kind of start to have a turnaround or a resurgence, stuff like that. But I'd kind of, like I said, look at kind of those lesser tier wings. Lakers receive Herb Jones, Missy, Terrence Mann, and Jose Alvarado. Pelicans receive Gabe Kleba and 2 first. Nets receive Vando and Connect. So basically, Lakers get Herb Jones, Missy, Terrence Mann, Jose Alvarado. So Pelicans are giving up Missy, Alvarado, and Herb Jones for Gabe Kleba and 2 first, LA and Nets. And then the Nets are giving up Terrence Mann and a first for Vando and Connect. I don't see the Nets doing that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't think the Nets would do that, just because, again, like, you might have to give up assets at this point to get off of Jared Vanderbilt. Personally, let's see. You're grinding, man. It's 1:30 Eastern. Yeah, which is why I said I'm probably gonna wrap this up here in a moment. Right now it's 1 a.m. Where I'm at, so I am definitely grinding. I'm excited. I'm excited to see Chris Menon on this team. Bro steals and block shots are insane. Yeah, do the guys like Alex Caruso and Prime AD rolled it, like Prime Anthony Davis and like Alex Caruso's body. Like, it's crazy. I'm excited to see him too. If hopefully it translates to the NBA level. Let's see. Suns game Monday back to back is going to be rough yet. Definitely. Especially with how good they've been. They've been playing well. Good night, y'all. See you Sunday. Yeah, facts. See you Sunday. Have a great night. About to do the same here. We need to put Vando back in the rotation. I mean, I would personally, but I mean, it's kind of hard when Lakers just keep winning. It's kind of hard to be like, well, they're making the wrong choice. Like, it's like they keep winning. How much needs do you think Lakers need to address? Just really 2. I mean, technically you could argue just 1. Just go get that starting level wing, and I think you're fine. But I think really 2. Go get that like second tier guy, and then that higher end guy, and I think Lakers might be the best team in basketball, depending on how it all kind of works together. Let's see. I wouldn't mind Lakers trading for Kai Abaji. Yes, Abaji is another guy that would be great. The Clippers are really down bad for DeRozan. I'm crying. Yeah, they're just desperate. They're just grasping for straws at this point. Let's see. Do Lakers have a draft pick in 2026, a second round pick? Yeah, so they have their second round pick. Lakers will have technically 3 first round picks they could trade, including next year's, but they have to do it like at the draft. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find. Oh no, that was in the chat. Okay, perfect. Got to the end. Well, I appreciate you guys. Seriously, you guys are beautiful. Thank you all for hanging out with me at this time. See you guys Sunday, right? Let's go get this other win, right? I know it's better than 14-4, 15-4, 16-4, so on and so forth. But I appreciate you guys. Seriously, thank you all for hanging out with me. And everyone that gave me super chats, thank you so much. Seriously, you guys, it helps out a ton. Everyone that just hung out with me, seriously, you guys are awesome. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.